Okay. And then the next step, I do n equal n minus 1. And then I'll go back and do that again until n is same as 0. So let's come with let's take a look at this 4 factorial here. So when I start, and then the user inputs n as 4, okay. Then I set the answer to 1. And then I come down, I ask the question, if n is bigger than 0? N is bigger than 0 right now, it's 4. Yeah. And then I go here, and then the answer, my answer is answer times n. What's answer currently? It's 1. And what's n currently? It's 4. So my new answer is going to be, this box will be 4. Okay. Now, so my box will be 4 at that point. Okay. And then I go back, and then what happens here? N equal n minus 1. So my n becomes what? 3 now. So I go back up, come back down. I'm asking question again. Is n bigger than 0? Yes, n is 3. So it's definitely bigger than 0. I come back here. What do? What's the answer for me now? So my answer is 4. And then what do? Times 3. Okay, so 4 times 3 is what? 12. So this becomes, the box becomes 12, holds the 12. And then n equal n minus 1. So n will become 2. Okay, so I'll go back in, come back down, ask the question again. If n is bigger than 0, yes, 2 is bigger than 0. I come back here. Answer is, what's the answer now? Well, right now is a 12. So 12 times 2. Right? And then n equal n minus 1. So 2 becomes 1. And then go back up again. So right now the box is 24. Box has the value of 24. Come back down. Is n bigger than 0? Yes. And then come back down. So 24 is answer. And then what is n? N is 1. So 24 times 1 is still 24. And then n is n minus 1. N minus 1 is what? N is going to be 0. Go back up, and then it says, is n bigger than 0? No, n is 0, so it's not bigger than 0. Oh, okay. If it's no, I come down, meaning what? I'm done. We found the answer. So no. What do? I'm going to print. Print what? Answer. And I'm done. My program is done. So what's important here is from here to here is very important. This understanding of this is very important. And then notation here, answer equal answer times n, n equal n minus 1. So like a equal a times n, and n equal n minus 1. So understanding this concept is very important. So what they call this is assignment operator, the equal sign. So what's happening literally is when this is being executed is, okay, I know where your box is located, which is A. When I call A, I know which box is located. Okay, so please assign a value there with this operation. What is that operation? So give me the current value of A, which I get it from here, and then give me the current value of n, could be somewhere here, and then multiply it, and whatever that value, answer is, assign that value to current location of A. So it would fill the value there. Same thing here. Give me the current value of N there. I mean, assign a value from this operation to the location of N, which is there. So give me the current value of N minus 1, which whatever that value is, assign that value into the location of N, which is there. See? And then you can keep on going like that. So we have the plan of attack. So let's go to our editor and start coding. Okay, what I have here is a very fundamental class, Java class, named Factorial Demo. Inside of my main method, I'm going to start coding. The first thing is what? What do we do first? First thing we do is input, where the user enters a number, a positive integer number. So I'm going to ask the question. So I'm going to do, please enter a positive number. How do I capture that number being entered by a user? User scanner, scan equal new scanner stem, and we actually have to, what was scanned, we have to convert that into some kind of integer variable. So I'll say int n equal scan dot next int. Now that I have n and I don't need the scanner anymore, I'm going to close the scan like so. Now what's next? Our next step is to set up an answer variable and initialize it to 1. So we'll do that. So int answer equal 1. I'll say least possible value of n factorial. And then do you remember what to do? We're asking question. Asking question whether it's less than 0, whether n is less than 0. There's many ways of doing this, but I'm going to use while loop. While n is bigger than 0, so if n is bigger than 0, what do? We did answer equal answer times n, and then n is equal n minus 1. Okay. So what's happening in here? While n is bigger than 0, I'll do this. So the first time it comes around, answer is 1, right? Answer is 1, and then n is what? Whatever the number, let's say 4. So n times 4 is 4, so answer becomes 4, and then n becomes 3, comes back down again, does it again. So 4 times 3, and then n becomes 2, answer becomes 12, comes back down again. 12 times 2, 2 becomes 1, comes back down again. And then as soon as n is 0, this while loop, our thread will get out of the while loop, done with the while loop. At that point, I have answer. Okay, it's pretty simple. So let's run it, see if it works. Alright, please enter a positive number. Let's say 4. Answer is 24. Awesome. What about 5? 120. Awesome. Okay, let's do 30. Remember, we didn't want to do up until 30 because it's going to take a long time doing by hand. Whoa, look at that, how fast it came back. The answer is that number, big number. To recap, so we start, we get the input from the user, we initialize our answer to 1, and then we start asking question, is n bigger than 0? If yes, then we calculate the answer one by one number at a time, and then we subtract 1 from the n until n is equal to 0, which means we have multiplied all the numbers to the n, and then as soon as n becomes 0, this condition will fail. No, it's not true. Then at that point we know for sure we have the answer, so we print the answer, we close the program. Alright, this is the exact code that we've been working on together. One thing to note though, if you try to put huge number like 100 or 1000 as an end, this would not work correctly because our answer is type of int, meaning int is not a huge number. It is a huge number, but if you put 100 or 1000, int cannot hold that big number. So if you really need to test out with the big number like that, try declaring answer as long, L-O-N-G, all lowercase, instead of int, and that will take care of it. So with that note, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we're gonna be working on something new next time, so keep your eyes and keep your ears open. Until then, have a great day. Bye.